Okay, so let's start our training. Just by myself, Mohammed, software engineer from Egypt, moved to Fredericton August last year, and I'm working as software engineer at Siemens. I have some experience in data analysis and data visualization. Worked with Tableau for some time, like 2 years. Also, I'm Tableau certified. I prepared this training in 4 sessions. This will be the first one. It will be just introduction and overview. Okay, to you, Meredith. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Let's get started with our training. As I said, we will just start today with the introduction and overview about Tableau. Do you all have this green line?
Yes.
I do.
I don't know actually from where I got it. I will try to stop the share and share my screen again. I'm not so familiar with Zoom.
You can use the eraser tool to just erase this line.
I cannot see any toolbox.
There's a pen with a circle.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, awesome. So back to our presentation. So our agenda today, we will see what is Tableau, and we'll discuss different Tableau products, and we'll have a quick demo to download and install Tableau Public. Then we will explore the training dataset. We'll have a dataset, the official dataset from Tableau training website, and we will go through like an introductory to the data analysis basics, the dimensions and measures, and we will create and publish our first data visualization. So what is Tableau is, as you some of you already know, is a data visualization tool. It supports a wide range of data sources from databases, flat files, tabular files, different types of web services, websites can grab data almost from anywhere. With some of the data preparation capabilities where it can work on cleaning data, do some data manipulation operations, and so on. Also, it provides us with a platform to share the visualizations. There is a public cloud site where you can share your data viz with the world, or private one for any organization can have its own private Tableau server site. And the most important thing, that it doesn't require any technical background, no coding at all, just some expressions like the expressions of Excel. So what are the Tableau products? Currently, they have the main product, which is Tableau Desktop. This is for BI designers. You can create visualizations, analytics, and dashboards. This is the full feature version that can connect to a wide range of data sources, and of course it's not free except for students. So if you have a student account and email referred to your university, I think you can grab your own free copy of Tableau Desktop. The second product is Tableau Server, which is the website where the private one that you can share data visualization with other people in your organization and manage the permissions and so on. Then we have the Tableau Public, that one which we will be doing the training. It's a free edition that is very similar to the Tableau Desktop, but it connects only to flat file formats and not no database format supported. So you can connect to Excel or CSV files. And you can use it only for public data, as whatever visualization you are going to do will be published on the public website for everyone. The other product is Tableau Reader. This one is just a desktop client to open and view data viz from your desktop, not from the website. And there is another product is a mobile client. You can download the Tableau mobile app from the App Store and connect to the public or the private websites using your account to see the visualizations from your mobile phone. So as I said, we will be working with Tableau Public. We all going to install it on our computers, and we will have an account on the public website to save our work on this site. So this is like a quick comparison. As I said, the Tableau desktop, you can create the data visualizations and the exact same thing for the public, Tableau Public, but for Tableau Reader, you can just view, you cannot edit anything. Data sources, Tableau desktop provide every data sources, all data sources, almost everything. The Tableau Public only text and Excel files. Tableau Reader, nothing. For the access to data viz, the Tableau desktop, it is access provided. You should have access to access these products. For the Tableau Public, all reports will be public on the website. And for the Reader, it's, as I said, it's a client, desktop client, so it's not online. It's a storage. The Tableau desktop, you have unlimited storage. The Tableau Public, you have a limit of 1 million rows, which I guess will be enough for our training. And Tableau Reader, as well as long as you're going to use it to read data, there's no limit. Users for Tableau desktop, it's for data scientists and BI developers and BI professionals. Tableau Public as well, for the same people, but could be used with the beginners in the field of data analysis, and the Reader may be for the CEO, CFOs level in any organization. And as I said, the Tableau Public is not free, while the Tableau Public is free, while the desktop is not. So now we will take a quick demo. We'll have a quick demo to download and install Tableau Public. So simply we should go to Tableau Public download. It will take you to the Tableau Public website. Just enter your email address and download the application. Then this should be download and install it. After install, you will find Tableau Public icon in your desktop, and this is the default or the first screen that you are going to see. So here, can you all see my Tableau screen or not? You cannot, right? As it's not shared. Okay, I think you can see it now. Just can you confirm that you can see the Tableau Public screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So this is the first screen. We have the connect menu. You can connect, as I said, to files. So Microsoft Excel, text file, JSON files, all the different text files types supported. You can also grab a sheet from your Google Sheet account or from Web Data Connector. I didn't try it before, but for Google Sheets, it's pretty straightforward. So simply, if you want to just open an Excel file, click on it and browse. We have this file, the dataset. I will share this file with you. Hit open. And this will be the first screen to see after opening the file. So here on the left, you have the connection. You have only one connection to one file. If you want to connect to another file and work with both of the files at the same time, you can add, click add here, and just select any text file or any extra Excel. This is the sheets viewer. To view the current sheets of the Excel that we opened. We have two sheets, the orders and people. This way it works the exact same thing from Tableau desktop, but the only difference that it supports database, so you can expect for technical people you're going to have like list of tables or views of the database here, and you can work with them this way. So he's telling me drag tables here, so I will drag the orders sheet from my Excel. You don't have I don't have Excel installed on my desktop, so you can just work to browse the file and see it here from Tableau. So this is just like a browser where you can see the data from your sheet, just like Excel. So this will be our data set that we are going to use during this training. It's simply a global superstore orders. Every row represents an order, has an order ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, business segment, and postal code, city, state, country, region, and so on. And for our analysis, we should have some numbers, as so we have the sales value, quantity, and discount, and profit of this order, along with the shipping cost and order priority. So this will be our data set for the training. We have also another sheet here. Let's try it. So it's just linking person. Yeah, it's asking me about relationship. We can just ignore it right now. So it's just sheet with person's names and the region. I guess these are the salespeople of each region, so we can work with them as well, but I'll just delete it for now. So we will work with this data set. It's orders data set. We'll start our tour. It will be like fast-paced tour of the different features of Tableau. So you will have like a quick overview about the tool and what's the main features of it, and we will try to publish the end product or the data viz that we created to the internet and share the link. So it will be like a full cycle. And during the next three sessions, we will go in depth and to discuss each feature of this feature. So here we'll have the data preparation and data cleaning operations will be done from this screen. And if we go here to the sheets where he's telling me go to worksheet, so this will be the place where we do our first visualization. It's loading. So this will be the sheet that our visualization will be displayed. So now I just want to go back to our presentation to talk about the fundamentals or the basics of data analysis, a very quick overview here from our presentation. Yeah, so as we already discussed, the training data set, the global superstore data set with the orders and people, the returns is in a different file that we will discuss later. So the basics of data analysis. So every column of the data that we have displayed can be like categorized to one of either categories. It could be considered as dimension or a measure. So what is the dimensions and measures? A measure is a dependent variable. So it simply is a number that carries quantitative information. And if we use this number itself, it's meaningless. We should link it to a context or break it down by dimensions to provide the information, which is these dimension is the dependent variables. So in our sheet and our data set, the sales value, if we like see the sales value itself alone, it has no meaning. But if we like see the sales value per each country or sales value for each year, this will give like information, or it will have like a context. So this is the dimension. It's the number, and sorry, it's the measure is the number, and the dimension is actually the thing that we are going to divide this number or slice and dice this number by. So the dimension is the independent variable here. It's a qualitative or categorical information like region, category, or year. So combining year with sales, we'll have sales per year. We'll combining category per profit, we have the profit of each category, and so on. This way, we'll have like an or we have a piece of information. So, and this way, Tableau divides the columns of the data set into these two groups. Okay, so I will be back to the demo, to the Tableau. Okay. So back to Tableau, we'll start working with our data set. So as I introduced the concept of dimensions and measures. So in the first part here with this blue icons is the dimensions, and down there with the green icons, we have the measures. So as you can see, we have the category, city, country, customer ID, customer name, market, and state, ship mode. All these are our dimension that we can slice and dice the numerical values with it. So here we have the sales, profit, quantity, shipping cost, and discount. So simply we can start with a very simple visualization. So let's see the category. Anyone trying to talk?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, please go on. Okay, so starting with the category, if we double click on the category here from the left pane, we will see that 3 different categories that are available in the data set. If we go back here, data source, we can see the category. Yeah, here in this column. So in our data set, we have these 3 values, technology, furniture, and office supplies. And this is what we exactly have here on this. So Tableau already grouped these and just displaying only the distinct values. We can drag another column. Let's drag the segment. So now we are putting here, sorry, I did not introduce this concept of the rows and columns. So when you drag from the left pane here to the rows row, so you are dividing your rows by this variables or this values. So for the category now, I break down it to furniture, office supplies, and technology, and then to segment. And if I go on and double click on sales, it's going to display the sales value for furniture or for furniture broken down by the segment. If I go and remove this one, so now I have it the sales value per each category. If you want to add segment again, you can simply double click on it. You can see if we put it here, we'll have displayed like so. We divide the rows this way. We can put it in the columns. So we'll have like a matrix table representing each of the sales. So here the sales value for furniture for the consumer segment is 2 million and so on. So I will just keep it like so and try to add another dimension here.
We have a quick question in the chat.
Okay.
Would you like me to read?
How? Okay.
It says, how does a row data look like when you extract it from a database? And what process do you follow to get useful info out of the row data?
Yeah, in our case, here we have a ready data set. Already it's prepared for us. But yes, if you're working from a database, you will need SQL queries to get like data from different tables and populate all of these result set and load it to Tableau. So here we are working with Tableau Public, which supports Excel sheets. So we will work with raw data like this, and we can add different sheets and link these sheets together, exactly like the lookup function of Excel, where you have like 2 sheets and you can look up the value from one sheet to the other one. But now you can consider we are starting from an acceptable form of the data. You can expect here like if we imagine that there is a database relies behind this data set, you can expect like shipping date and shipping mode. It's a different database table, the customers in a different table, and so on. So this data set is already like prepared for data analysis, and it's out of the scope of this training to work with tables and database and so on. This could be like a SQL, SQL training or database training. And yeah, and that's it. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, thank you, Sharif. So back to any other questions as we already stopped? You can just unmute and just send me a question. Okay. So continuing our work with the data set. So now we have the sales data. We slice it with category and segment. I was trying to add another dimension here. If you right click on the market and see describe, it will it's going to tell us the domain of values that are available in this dimension. So this one looks good. So we'll take the market here in this value, and from this one, this is a quick tool where you can select the type of visualization that you want to go for. So for now, I will do it like so. Okay, so what I have done when I change it to bars, it put all the dimensions in these two pills on the rows shelf and put the sum of sales on the column shelf. You can see here that there is an aggregation done to the measure. Any measure here, when we are going to work with it, it should be aggregated. So this value, if we like stay here, this 106,000 sales value, this is for Africa, for the segment consumer, for category furniture. This is the total number of sales. This number represents some raw data. It's already aggregating some data. So if you could simply click here and go to this menu and click full data, you will see all the underlying data that falls under this category. And for sure, if we sum up all the sales amount, it will give us this total. I will just try now to change the way this data viz looks. So instead of having all of these three on the rows shelf, I will drag the market and put it here in the column. So this way you will have this matrix format of bars, and every bar represents the sales value, exactly what like what we have here, but in a different way. Also, we can use the colors to distinguish the market. So this market, if we can drag and drop here on the color, so it's going to color every bar with a different color based on the market. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify here. I'm trying to show the overview of the tool. So I will be visiting all of these details in depth and then in the next sessions. Today I'm trying to give a quick overview where you can see a full cycle of loading data and creating visualization and publishing it to the site. So if you think that you cannot follow up with all of the details, it's okay. We'll revisit this details again in the next sessions with the more in-depth explanation, and we'll try most of these data visualizations. So now we have this nice data viz for the sales per segment and for the market value. And if we look here, we see the order date. So the good news is that we can do like time analysis. So we can see the sales value for each year, and we can do some time series analysis. So starting from here, we can, sorry, I just click here to create new sheet. So I created a new sheet. Double click on sales, gives us the 12 million total sales for everything. So trying to go to the order date, double click. Yeah, and it's automatically detected that it's time series. So it's changed the view from the bar to the that line representing sales per each year. From here, just you can undo or redo anything. Okay. So here, this order date, when I drag this order date to the columns, automatically it converted it to the year of this order date. So now it's giving me like the total number of sales per each year. When I go stop per each one, it gives me the total for each year. Okay. If I click on this, sign plus sign, it will drill down to quarters. Click again, it will drill down to months. But it doesn't look good. So starting from here. So now we have the sales for each year broken down by quarter. We can also like drag the year, put it here to see it in a different way. Now we are comparing quarter one of each year. So quarter one of 2012, quarter one of 13, 14, and so on. So it's very handy and very easy to use. Just you like arrange or sort these fields to represent how you want your data to be sliced. So here I put the quarter before the year. So this, for all of this cell, it represents quarter one. Any data related to quarter one, regardless of the year, will set here. And now after that, it will break down quarter one data per year. And if I put it, sorry, if I just move it, so it will start from the year and then break down by quarter. Okay, any questions so far?
What would happen if you added a third item in the columns?
It would break it down. Let's try with something like category. So now as we put like discrete category, 3 values, not continuous. So it changed that line to bars again, and now the breakdown is by quarter, then by year, then by category. Okay. Okay, is it clear for you?
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
How does it know which graph type to choose? Is it a
This
standardization?
This is like an AI, or Tableau is just smart enough to detect the best one, and anyway, anytime you can from this marks change this automatic one, it will detect the best, the thing that works best for you, but you can change it to bar or to line or whatever.
That's
There
what I
you have
wanted to see
star.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So going to another visualization. So I will start with or simply I can duplicate this sheet to continue work from where we stopped. So drill down. Let's drill down by months. So we'll have now the data aggregated for each month, the sum of sales for each month. But take care, this is for all years. So this 676,000 represent the sales of January of all of the years. We have 4 years, I think. So if we want to have like a different line for each year, we can do it easily. We can drag again the order date, put it on the path, sorry, put it on the color. We'll have now different line for each year. So this one is for 12, 13, 14, 15. From this called, this component is just highlighter. So now this I have sliced the sales data by months and by year, and use the color to distinguish years and just display months like so. As I said, for any measure, any column that lies here or are here with these green icons, these are our measures, numbers. So anytime we are using these numbers, it will be aggregated to the level that is suitable for our analysis. So here we have the sales aggregated per each year, per each month, and the aggregation function is sum. And if we wanted to simply change the aggregation function, here just click this triangle or right click and select the measure, so we can have this average So the average sales for each month is 200 and yeah, this one is like the average order value for each month. So for year 14, the average value of the orders is 280. For this one is like so. So just we can go back to sum of sales and try something else. So yeah, I will just duplicate that sheet again and try a different thing. Yeah, let's try the quick table calculations. So based on the current setup of this sheet, as I said, we have the month and year dimensions, and we have the sales. We can like change the way that Tableau displays the data. We can make it work with running total or different or percent difference. But let's try the year-over-year growth. So this way it will start with starting from we don't have as this one is the first year. So starting from 2013, this value represents this 38% or 39% is the growth from the previous year, comparing January of 2013 to January of the previous year. So the increase or the growth is 39% and so on. But I think this one works better with the average. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I will try now to see or to add as suggested to add the category to our view. So adding the category here to the rows, we will divide this view to 3 rows, 1 row for each category. If we put it here, we'll have this one. So as I said, it's just detect or try to select the best thing that work for us. I will move this value here of the year-over-year growth from the view, so we will not have lines now. I will put it on the tool tab. So what is the tool tab? And sorry, I will put the sales again on our view. So now the tool tab is what is displayed here. So if we want just to have the symbol line representing the sum of sales of each month for each year, we will stick to this bill with sum of sales. And I moved the year-to-year growth to the tooltip. Just drag it from the rows pane and put it in the tooltip here, like so. So when you stop by each or over each or over any point of these points, you will find all of the information. We have the category, we have the month, the year, and the sales value, 89,000, and the difference in sales comparing this year to the previous year. So the growth is 37%. So this way we can utilize a lot of ways to display data. We can put a lot of information in the tooltip. We can drag and add the profit, put it in the tooltip. We can like have more information, or we can even display a visualization inside this tooltip. So this way you can like have in-depth analysis of your data. If you want to see during June 2015, what is the average profit, or what is the total shipping cost, and so on, you can put all this information inside the tooltip. And as I said, yeah, this way you can work with many measures and dimensions from a single screen. Yeah, let's try the tables. So Tableau is not only to graphs or bars or pie charts. It can work with tables as well. So I will just try to duplicate this sheet as cross tab. So it will create a new sheet for me, and it will just use all of the data of this sheet and convert it to a table. And just let me rearrange this table to look better. So putting the month here and then category and put the year up there and the measures. Yeah. So now we have for each month, for each category, for the 4 years, we have the sales value, and here starting from 2013, we have the difference or the increase in the sales value from the previous year. So now we have 24% increase from 34 to 42, and so on. But as you may expect that, or you can see obviously that looking at this number this way is not satisfying, and you cannot detect trends or the maximums or minimums. And here we can use the colors. We can utilize colors to like highlight high and low values. So we can simply like drag. Let's see some questions. What's the difference between Tableau and Power BI, which is better? From Muhammad Salim. Okay. Okay, let's answer the questions one by one. So the comparison between Power BI and Tableau is like currently Power BI is better than Tableau, but 1 year ago Tableau was having the first place. So they are like competing, and almost they are copying features from each other. So whenever any tool, Power BI announced a new feature, they announced like text, or sorry, speech to text analysis. You can ask, you can just browse the data and ask a question, give me the sum of sales for the previous year, and it will detect the question and answer it. Then Tableau went out and announced the same feature. So they are both do the same thing. So we are not comparing Tableau to Excel. Its equivalent in Microsoft Word is Power BI. And currently, or for the last year, Power BI went on the first place and Tableau the second, but Tableau during or from 2012 till 18 or 19 was on the first place. So it's just even if you learn one of these tools, you can easily transfer your knowledge and skills to the other tool. They have the same concept, the dimensions and measures and the drill down and the aggregation and so on. So it will not, if you understand the basics and the concept behind the data analysis itself, you can transfer your knowledge from any tool to another. To Bell, so can you share the final view and print for view? Can Tableau indication the real-time data and analysis real-time data? Yeah. For the first one, from Tableau Desktop, the paid release or paid version of Tableau, you can export image of any image. You can export the data and paste it to Excel or whatever. But for this one, you can just you can only save your work on the cloud, on the public cloud. But for the Tableau Desktop, can do it. Yeah, it works with real-time data, and it can reflect updates connected to live data. And this feature, you can feel it more also from the Tableau desktop, where you can connect to database, and from the other side, this database is updating and refreshing. So when the user open a report or open any data visualization, it will go and query the live data and display the live data to you. If you come back later, it will update. Also, I think for some web connectors, it can like display real-time analysis. So imagine you're connecting to Twitter API and you want to display the trends currently, the trends in Canada, and you create a Tableau sheet reading these trends. It will be updated automatically using the API. It will continuously try to update the underlying data. Any other questions?
What if you had an Excel data sheet for 2017, Superstore 2017? Could you reuse all of your visualizations, or do you have to recreate them every single time?
No, sorry, I cannot get the question. You mean you have like a static data on Excel sheet?
Yeah, right now you have a 2016 Excel spreadsheet. If you had the same data for 2017,
okay,
could you reuse all of this work you just did?
I think, yeah, you can simply open this workbook. We named this whole file with the data source and this configuration workbook. So you can open that workbook, and from here you can edit the connection and browse the new file and edit. Okay, that's one. If you have a new file that contains data for all of the years, or if you have the data in a different file of the new year in a different file, this could be achieved as well by adding a new file. So instead of like editing the current file, you can add another file, add Excel sheet, and add your Excel sheet. It will be displayed below this one, and you can simply drag the sheet from the new one and put it over the order. It will union the data from both of the files. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Mohammed, Momo,
Yep.
it's 1 minute after 8, and I wonder if you could. We have Chris Fougere waiting in our main room for the meal planner. He's from
Okay.
Greener Village,
Okay.
and so I wonder if you have a bit of an overview for next week's. Like, what are you going to be doing next week? And for all of you who just registered for tonight, it's nice for us to know who's coming in to the training. So I will, it would be great if you guys could kind of sign up again, or find a way, like even through Slack or whatever, to let me know. And for those of you that signed up for the 4 weeks, on that Eventbrite page where you registered, you had to register each week separately.
From the same link?
From the same link.
Okay. Okay. So please, everyone, if you intend to attend the next weeks, you please go and register week by week, so we can keep track of the number of attendees. Also, just if we have Sandy 5 minutes, more 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. So next week we will talk about data preparation. We'll talk about how to customize and edit data from this data source page, and how to create additional columns, how to delete columns, split columns, clean data if you have any errors, and so on. And we will go through some of the data visualization and how to utilize and use some of these graphs. The next or the third session will be more data visualization. We'll continue the data visualization, and we will have a quick overview of the maps of Tableau. Tableau can display data using the maps. Also, yeah, for the last session, we will talk about Tableau calculations. These calculations are just similar to Excel expressions, but in a different way. But this way, we can like combine or calculate like sales or sales per profit. We can divide sales by profit and so on. So we can like have some expressions or equations implemented here and added to our measures. And then I will share some resources and references for anyone who wants to continue the journey of that. Okay. So we have more 2 minutes. So if anyone you have any questions, just unmute and ask. Also, you can yeah.
Hi, I asked a question. So let's say that someone has a business and that business generates this data every single day. And is there an integration tool that Tableau can provide and integrate it with
Yeah,
your website?
yeah, I get. So for real world data that is changing, not daily, even every second or every minute. Usually, you will work with database. So instead of connecting or opening a Excel file or a flat file, you will connect to a database and will have access to the tables, views, and so on. Ideally, this should work with the data warehouses that grab data from different systems in a single organization. And while you're working from database, so you will have the fresh data and updated data. And for any report that you create, you will just have the updated information always. Okay.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Yeah, for this tool, the Tableau Public, it works only for the files, as I told you. But for Tableau Desktop, the paid one, it can connect to a database. It can connect to almost anything, any database type, even for multi-dimensional database. But the concept will be the same. So instead of having sheets, you will have tables. You will grab tables and create the relationship between tables. You will have your result set here, and the work continues. So the only difference is just you will have a different type of data source, not file. So imagine this as these orders as a database table or database view that is updating on real time. Okay.
Okay, but can I see that chart on my website?
Yeah, that was supposed to be the last part of today's session, but as we run out of time, we can do it quickly next week.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. But for anyone who is going to redo this session, you can simply from file here save Tableau Public as. It will pop up this Tableau Public sign in. Create one for free. You will create an account and sign in and publish. Then it will open a web page that contains all of your visualization and work with links to put it on your website or whatever. So go on and try it yourself. Even if we have more minute, we can do it quickly. Sorry, Sandy. Oh no. No, I don't remember the password. So it will be like so. You sign in, you publish your work, and it will pop up a window with link to your profile on Tableau Public and with all of your published visualization or analysis. And you can close this application, and when you open it again, you can just file and open from Tableau Public. So connect again to Tableau Public. It will display all your work and select whatever sheet you want. Okay.